Israel has come out of Egypt. For 40 years, they have been in the wilderness. There's only one reason they were in the wilderness 40 years. Because they did not believe. Because they had doubt. Don't think it's because God actually wanted his people meandering through all that mess instead of living in the promise. It was God's intention that his people live blessed lives in the land of promise. But that first generation had so much stinking doubt. They wouldn't try when God said try. And that generation of doubt had to die. Moses even died. And Joshua now was leading Israel into the promised land. It's kind of sad when you see God holding people in a spiritual holding pattern until they get past doubt. I wonder how many people in this room are in a spiritual holding pattern, not because God doesn't want to help you, but because of stinking doubt. Just for the record, doubt's not what's between your ears, just for the record. Doubt's what you do. You can think faith all day long, but if you're acting, and you can struggle with questions in your mind, but what you do is what matters. Whenever you are looking and saying, I don't know if I've got the money to pay a tithe this month, and you do it anyway, that was the expression of faith. Them questions, don't worry about that. It's what you do that matters. But there are people that they're on spiritual welfare. Think about America. In America, we have government programs to help people in crisis. Lose your job and you may draw unemployment. Or we don't want people to go hungry. We have something called food stamps. None of these government programs are designed to make you prosperous. None of them are supposed to be permanent. They're temporary, just to help you when you're in between other stuff. They're just designed to get you back on your feet, because how much they give you won't make car payments, and you'll be back on your feet shortly when they come get your car. They're just a social safety net. Spiritually, that's where Israel has been living. They have been living on spiritual welfare. Yes, God gave them manna. Yes, God gave them little victories. Yes, God made sure they had shoes and clothes. But God had more for them than spiritual welfare. But their stinking doubt prevented them from receiving God's promise. I'm going to tell you, you need to make up your mind now. I am not going to live on spiritual welfare. I'm going to do something. I'm going to charge this thing. I'm going to act. It's not just what I think. I'm going to act in faith. I'm going to tell you, if you've been on spiritual unemployment, you feel like your spiritual life's just barely getting by. It is doubt and disobedience that often rob us of living in God's promise. It is not God's will that you stay in a spiritual limbo for a decade while you figure out that God really will help you, that God really will fulfill his word, or that God does expect you to obey his scripture.